Good day again to my students, and I welcome you to today's economics class. I believe you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, because I'm enjoying myself too. And today we'll continue with the topic on agriculture. So today we're talking about marketing of agricultural commodities. Last week we discussed the benefits, advantages of agriculture. We talked about the problems of agriculture, how to solve agricultural problems, and talk about roles of government in agricultural development. So today we want to talk about how are these commodities produced from agriculture how do they market it, how do they sell it, how do they go about it. So that's what we want to talk about today. So let's go to the lesson objectives. By the end of the lesson, students should be able to explain marketing of agricultural commodities, identify functions of marketing board, identify problems of marketing board, state problems of distribution of commodities in West Africa, then itemize ways of improving effective distribution and marketing of commodities in West Africa. So, marketing of agricultural commodities. There is a body charged with the responsibility of purchasing, grading, and selling of agricultural commodities in the country. So the name given to them is marketing board, the marketing board. So how can we define the marketing board? A marketing board is a public corporation. We call it public corporation because it is owned by the government. It is owned by the government. It is not profit oriented. It is meant to serve, and their responsibility is to assist farmers in purchasing, grading, and marketing of various agricultural commodities in the country. They help in purchasing. They buy from the government, from the farmers after harvesting the products. They help in grading it, and they perform all sorts of functions, which we will soon see, to the farmers. So let's move to the functions of marketing board. The first one is purchase of produce. They are responsible for purchasing of all farm produce from farmers, thereby creating ready market for the farmers. So one of their functions is to buy up all the harvest. So it means anybody going into farming should not have problem, because immediately the harvest is done, there is a body that is available to buy all the produce. So thereby they create a ready market for every agricultural commodities. 2, sales of produce. Now all those things that are purchased, all these produce that are purchased by the marketing board from the farmers, are then sold to the market, to industries, or they can assist in exporting the commodities. They can assist in exporting the commodities. Then we have price stabilization. They help to stabilize price of produce by fixing minimum price for the crops they wanted to buy. What do you call minimum price? That is the least price a commodity can be sold by the farmers or by the producers. And remember, we discussed that it is always set above the equilibrium price. And this is done in order to favor the farmers so that they can have more income, they can have more profit. So they help in price stabilization. Now we have revenue generation. When all those things, the purchase is done, definitely there will be an exchange of good for money. And when money comes, the farmers generate revenue. 5, development of agro-allied industries. I told us in the last class, agro-based industries are those industries that makes you of what? Of agricultural produce. So they help in developing these industries, these agro-allied industries, by making sure the produce of agriculture is made ready and made available for the industries that needs them. So they are responsible for the development of some agro-based industries. 6. Financial assistance. They sometimes help to provide loans, overdraft, and subsidies to farmers. I explained loans the last class and subsidies. So what and overdraft rather. Now what do we call subsidies? Subsidies are financial assistance given to producers to enhance production. That's just a short way I can define it. Financial assistance given to producers in order to enhance production. So they make subsidies available for farmers too. Then 7, manpower development. Marketing board do not only sell or buy, they also help in training farmers in the use of machineries. So they train them to move from the level of crude farmers to using modern techniques of what? Of farming. So that is the function and many more that they do. They perform. Now let's look at the problems of marketing boards. Marketing board. 1. Marketing boards sometimes find it difficult to finance their project due to inadequate fund. We always have problem of finance. So one of the problem of marketing board is inadequate finance. They find it difficult to carry out their responsibilities as a result of inadequate fund. 2. They find it difficult to purchase all produce due to overproduction. Yes, goods coming out, produce of agriculture are not small. So the marketing board will find it difficult to buy up all the produce by farmers as a result of what? Overproduction. Then we have the pricing problem. You can see that price is not stable. Price of goods and services are not stable. So as a result of the fluctuation in the price of world market, they find it difficult to market their produce, because they will always want to make profit, and anytime the price falls, it's tending for them to run into loss. So this will affect their activities and their responsibilities. So number 4, we have an adverse climatic condition can result in poor harvest, and this will affect volume of production. When there is climatic problem, unfavorable climatic condition, it will affect harvest of goods, and this will reduce the volume of produce to be purchased by the marketing board. So we have number 5, illiteracy of farmers. High level of illiteracy among farmers constitute a big problem to the marketing board. They have to go through a lot of stress because they can be taught how to do this and how to do that. So this creates another problem for the marketing board. So let's move to the next subtopic. We have production problems of distribution in West Africa. 1, inadequate storage facilities, and this will affect perishable goods, which sometimes come seasonal. During harvest, there is high supply of this product, but there is scarcity as soon as the excess is over. So during harvest of this product, you can have them everywhere, but once their season is over, we notice that we hardly find this produce again. This is as a result of lack or inadequate storage facilities. Then the packaging of goods is not standardized. This may result in damage or loss in transit. So you have traders create artificial scarcity which lead to high price. Yes, that's hoarding and hoarding. Some people they hoard, and when they hoard commodities, it will not be available to the consumers, and the fee available, the price will be high. So this is also a problem. One of the problems of distribution in West Africa. Then we have the poor transportation system. The means of moving these goods from the place of production to the place where they will be bought is also a problem. So it affects distribution in West African countries. So we have number 5, we have too many middlemen, and each of them, they are out to make profit. So as goods turns from one person to another, it leads to increase because this one, Mr. A will add his profit, B will also add his profit, C will also add his profit. And before the goods finally get to the final consumer, the final consumer will buy it at a very high price. This also affects distribution. Then we have poor communication facilities. Poor communication facilities such as telephone, electricity, which can help in processing and marketing commodities, are not adequate. Then you have the activities of bandits. Activities of bandits also affect distribution because the goods can be hijacked on the road. So that's that about that. Then how do we improve distribution and marketing of commodities in West Africa? First one is construction of roads. This will help to move harvested product from the rural area to the what? Urban area. 2. Provision of storage facilities. This will prevent wastage and ensure that goods are readily available whenever they are needed. 3. Reduction in the number of middlemen. This will definitely reduce the price, the high price, to the barest minimum, so that consumers can buy goods in lower price. Then establishment of more marketplaces. So more marketplaces should be established in different places, so that consumers can have easy access to buying the goods. Then we have improvement in communication system. The communication system should be improved in order to provide adequate information about the market situation to buyers and sellers. Then the last one, encouragement of cooperative societies and establishment of national supply component. So cooperative societies should be encouraged, where people come together to form a society that can help them buy commodities in bulk and sell to consumers at cheaper price. So this is the end of the class. Thank you for listening. Your questions will be dropped in the class, and by God's grace we shall meet next week. Have a blessed day and